let's now talk about the administration of tests and the training of the staff which conducts those tests. Administration is very important. The delivery of a test is very important, and the entire process which is involved from dispatching of test to the actual conduct of test, everything is important, because any inconvenience, mistake or abnormality during this process could cause serious threat to the authenticity or validity of their test. So we should be very cautious during the entire process of the administration of a test. And in this regard, it should be ensured that the staff which is involved in the administration of a test should be properly trained, so that they could execute their work properly. Consider the following examples. For example, you see we confront an item writer who do not consider the test specifications while writing test items. So these items could cause problem for the prospective test takers. Similarly, you could consider an invigilator who is rude or misbehaves to the test takers during an examination, or a spoken test is being conducted at a place where there is a serious road work is in progress, which is causing a lot of noise. So in all these examples, we can understand quite easily that the student's performance because of these factors could be affected. So that is why I was mentioning in the beginning that the entire process of the administration of a test is very important. In this regard, we should ensure that proper quality assurance measures are taken. There are few essential things which must be kept in mind in relation to the administration of test. For example, we look into construction systems. There should be more than one form of a test, of all kinds of tests, so that a test security is ensured. Further, we see that, as I mentioned in the beginning as well, that item writing and review is a serious task. It is not an easy task. We need skillful people, properly trained people who could do this job. And they should be given proper guidance from the institutions as well. They should be provided test formats and the samples of the items which an institution wants them to write for them. And the overall purpose of the test should be clear to them. Once the items have been written, they should be put or stored in a bank. So item banking is very important, so that they should be utilized when needed. But such item banking should be easy to access. It should be stored in a way where the retrieval is easier. In this regard, we could store them based on a certain criteria, so that if a test organizer wants to retrieve certain items, he could retrieve them easy. So teachers or the test makers could allot certain codes when they are banking or the putting items in a certain test bank. They may also gather statistical data about these items which talks about their facility value or their difficulty ratio or their discrimination index, so that a future test taker or test examiner could include according to his own purpose of the test. As we know, this could be used by the future test conductors as well. Preparation and dispatch of a test is also very important. Dispatch should be done in a way which creates no problem to the safe delivery of the test. So they should be delivered to the test centers through a proper courier service, where there may not be any problem in their dispatch in a secure manner, as well as it should be ensured that they reach within the specified time limit. A test should also resemble its previous forms, and it should be the same throughout the centers where it is being conducted. If a test is being taken through computer or online ways, the computer interface should be the same for all test takers, so there may not be any ambiguity between test takers. All instructions should also be standardized to avoid any confusion, and it should be presented in a way where the format, test type, and the size should be uniform. Distribution systems should be also safe and secure, and the receipt of the materials which has been dispatched to different centers should be kept, as this would ensure the security of the material. Training, as I said in the beginning as well, is one of the key areas of test administration. Training of those people who would conduct these tests. One of the key areas or critical areas in this regard has been the training of the test raters, especially in relation to speaking and writing examination. There has been lack of consistency regarding the evaluation of speaking or writing skills. That is why we have seen that even in large-scale language tests, which are being done for a larger purpose and a clear purpose, we see sometimes that speaking test is missing, because it is difficult to produce uniform results in case of speaking skills examination. Overall, we need to focus that there could be various reasons which compel us to argue that the staff which is there to take examination or take a language test should be trained enough to conduct that test smoothly in a way that it should not, or their lack of training should not affect the results of the test takers.